So Loot Crate has always had an interesting history, but I was actually subscribed to them back in 2012 and have been so until today. Now, I'm going to be opening 5 Loot Gaming boxes. That wasn't a lie, I do have 5 of them to open, and that is the main feature of this video. But if you've watched my channel before, you know that I've gone over Loot Crate in the past. I used to open up the Loot Gaming crate that they would send every month on this channel, and it's been gone for a while. That's because they screwed me over. Not only am I missing a handful of crates that still have not showed up that I have been paying for, which I'm willing to eat the money on because it's my fault for trusting a crappy company like this that has gone so far downhill. Like, I used to be a huge supporter of them, even with all the crap that they were getting about sending out some generic crap and all that. I was cool with it because I still liked the concept, I liked the company, and I was still happy with the things that I was receiving. But if I'm not even receiving them, why am I paying for it? This is the crate that I received back in September. You can probably tell it's a little beat up, just a little bit. I'm going to have to blur the back of this a little bit. It's covered in tape, and it was completely destroyed. Now remember, this is September 2021. Since then, I have been in contact with the company to try and get the crate replaced, as well as another crate that I still haven't received from, I think, the month before or the month after. The only thing that survived in this box, the only thing that showed up, was the shirt, which I don't think they even guarantee the shirts anymore, just like every so often they do them now, I'm fairly certain. They might be doing it every time. But we have a Sea of Thieves shirt, which is cool, I like Sea of Thieves, but that's the only thing that I got, and I'm paying for the full thing. So I contacted them, and they're like, okay, we're going to ship it back out. Look at the upload date for this video. So yeah, I've been in contact with them. They have been completely useless. Their support team is awful. I know, I understand that shipping with COVID and stuff is kind of hard right now. But from September 2021 up until now, it is ridiculous. And for the first time since 2012, I'm canceling my subscription and I am done with Loot Crate. On the upside, you guys get to see 5 Loot Gaming boxes all in one video. Well, I guess 4. You've already seen one of them. But yes, since September, I haven't opened any. And I only have 4 more crates, so that means I am missing a handful. I'm too lazy to do the math right now. And I am even paying for it right now. Like, I still paid for this last month, which I just got a notification saying it's going to be like a month late. I understand the shipping issues, but it's getting kind of insane. Alright, I didn't explain it well enough when I first recorded this video. What you just heard was close to it. Later at the end of the video, I do explain more of the issues I have with Loot Crate. But I assume that if you're clicking on this and you're not one of my usual viewers, you're not here to see the unboxing. You probably want to know what some of my experiences were with Loot Crate. So here's what happened. So that September crate, it wasn't a simple, I sent them an email, they said sorry, it's on its way. It took a lot of back and forth to even get the first interaction to go well. They were telling me that, you know, like, there's only so much that they can do about it, and that it's probably USPS's fault, which it could have been. But in the past, they've had no issue fixing those issues, especially because most companies do that. Hell, there's a YouTube channel I watch, Super Mega, that started sending out their books. And USPS had an issue with sending these books to people's houses while it was raining, and they got destroyed. This being a YouTube channel, this isn't even like, you know, like PewDiePie level. They were sending people out more copies of the books if USPS happened to do that and basically destroy them. So a large company like Loot Crate should have no issue doing that, and they have in the past. It wasn't until I kind of like told them like, hey, do you know who I am? Until they actually did something. I didn't tell them I have a YouTube channel. I'm not that kind of person. What I did tell them is that I have been subscribed since 2014, and that I've only canceled once. The only time I ever canceled Loot Crate was when I switched from the core crate to the gaming crate when that one released, because that's more of what I'm interested in. That was it. I never skipped a month. Actually, that month I got 2. So that finally got the ball rolling with this support person. And then they basically said, okay, we're going to ship it back out to you as soon as we get it available. It'll probably be like a month. And they said, you know, like, I'll receive an email whenever it's on its way, and I never did. So over so many months, from September until now, it has been constant contact with them. But it's not the same person. Every time I have to create a new support ticket, wait a few days for them to respond, just for them to keep telling me, oh, sorry, there was a delay. It'll be here next month. Then the next month. Oh, sorry, there was a delay. It'll be here next month. They started offering me in-store credit, which I believe I mentioned in this video, for the crate. But that means I can only use it on their shop, which contains some just random crap that nobody wanted, and that's why it's there. I can't get an actual refund for the money that I spent. Now, the exact cost of this crate, I think, is between like $45 and $50 that I'm paying a month for this. That is literally more than my water bill and isn't too far off from my electricity bill. So to say that it's pricey is understated. And the worst part is, I know I'm missing a bunch of crates. After that September, I am getting constant emails, like automatic emails, not from a specific person, telling me my crate has been delayed. I actually have not canceled my subscription yet. This video was recorded a little bit back, somewhere around here. I don't know exactly when, but I actually hadn't canceled it yet because I just kind of forgot. And I know that they've charged me a few more times, and none of those crates have been received. In fact, the 5 that you had here isn't even all of the ones I was supposed to have already, and I had some missing in the past that I still haven't received from before September. The whole reason I wanted this crate so badly, the September one, is it had a like a soul gem lamp in it from the Elder Scrolls. And if it wasn't for that, I might not have been so harsh on trying to get this done. But in all rights, I should have been more than I already was, because I'm blowing money on this company who is doing absolutely nothing for me. Now again, I don't know if they know about this channel. I very highly doubt it. Loot Crate actually sponsors a lot of people. Most of the Loot Crate videos you see on YouTube are actually sponsors, or they're small YouTubers like me who maybe a bit bigger than me, who aren't being paid to do it, but they're being sent the crates for free as a sponsor, basically a way to get them to open it on video. It's all over YouTube, and I felt like whenever I started this series, it would be more compelling for some people, because I'm not sponsored by them, I'm not being sent these things for free, and so they're getting honest opinions instead of people holding back how they actually feel about the things that they receive, because they were being paid to do so. But I'm sad to say that it is done. These 5 that you're about to see, this is it. This is the end of Loot Crate for me. Again, I mentioned in the video I might go back to them here in a few years if they're still alive. Or maybe if they reach out to me and send me the things that I am missing, maybe I'll consider going back sooner. But on the upside, I still generally like the things that they include in these. So we're going to start off with the first thing, grabbing randomly. We have a pin. It appears just like to be a skull. I don't know what the theme is, because they used to put the theme like in the thing in the box, and they stopped doing that. Another thing that I hate that they started doing. And now I used to have to spend like an hour trying to figure out what the theme for what months were for which crate. It was annoying. But we have a skull pin. Again, grabbing randomly, I have another shirt here. Deathloop, actually. A game I really wasn't that interested in, to be honest with you. I saw the gameplay, I saw people really enjoyed it, but I also saw all the complaints about it. It looked okay to me. It's one of those games that, like, if I can get it on a good discount, I'll probably play it. It just didn't really enthrall me that much. But still a pretty cool looking shirt, that's not bad. I'm sure any fans of the game would probably be happy with that. We also have... Okay. Now see this. This right here is the reason that I like Loot Crate. It is just the cup. It's an odd one. But Nirnroot extract, for those of you who are uninformed, Elder Scrolls, Skyrim, that's... Okay, I'm happy. So what is this? It's like a mixer bottle. Let me take this off here. Yeah. So you have a... Okay. This is like a mixing thing. Yeah, you even have like a cup thing that can screw on to the bottom, and it has threads. Can this screw on to those threads? No? What are those threads for? And then there's another cup in the bottom. This is like a full, like, lunch thermos, basically. Yeah, so I could screw that onto the bottom instead. Okay. A lot more complex than the stuff that Loot Crate usually sends, I'll say that. But I'm just happy because of that. Oh, it also has a little thing so you can like hang it from your bag. That'd probably be a little heavy if you're like actually filling it with liquids. There, we'll start like building a background. I forgot that was like the original plan for me getting rid of my usual stuff. Next up, another Bethesda. This is the Bethesda crate? Fallout 76 stash box. I know that they do Elder Scrolls crates and Fallout crates. This just seems to be like rehashed from those, but I'm not complaining. Let's see here. It is Fallout 76, so if you're a fan of that, then cool. If not, it's still Fallout. Well, I guess it really isn't. The stash box is only in 76, which is a game that I very much enjoy, personally. Okay, I like the little caster wheels on the bottom of this. They're definitely something that's going to break rather easy, but if I'm gentle enough with it, then it should open from one side. So we have the hinge over here, so it should open from here. There we go. Oh! It was kind of tough to open. Let me get this thing out first and look in here. So yeah, it's pretty plain, but this is cool. I like this. As a, rather large Fallout fan, it's pretty close behind my, love of Elder Scrolls, which will always take precedence over anything else. What is this? That's cool. Oh, what were they called? I can't remember the name of the faction. But it's a flag for one of the factions, and it's on like a tire that looks super beat up. That is really well done. I like that. There's also like stickers in here. Fallout 76. So again, if you're a fan of 76, that's pretty cool, which I happen to be. Canberry Park, New River Gorge Resort, welcome to West Virginia, and welcome to Point Pleasant. That is sick. I did not expect that to be in there. Okay, I gotta say, this crate, is at least making me happy, even if the company is kind of dead to me. No, Loot Crate's one of those things that, if they're still around in a year, which, based on the way that their company is going and with their reputation, I have my questions about that. But if they are still around in a year, maybe I'll go back, see if, they fixed a lot of their shipping issues and are willing to actually work with their customers again and not just lie to their face. Oh my god. I couldn't help but look at it because I recognized it immediately. Okay. That is straight up Sovereign Guard. That is an art print of Sovereign Guard from Skyrim specifically. Then again, that was the only place that we've ever seen Sovereign Guard, unless it was an ESO, but I haven't played enough ESO to know. That is amazing. Also, some people think that's a dragon bone bridge. No, it's whale. That's a whale bone. It's like a giant... It's like an ancient species of whale that doesn't exist anymore. They could fly. It was weird. That is so sick. Oh my... I'm gonna have to frame this thing. This is just old concept art of Sovngarde. That is so cool. And you can tell, the whalebone bridge has definitely changed a lot in-game as opposed to this concept art. Along with this, lake here. It's not really a lake anymore. It's more of just open air, I believe. I don't remember now. Our statues are still very similar to what we saw in-game. That is amazing. I am so happy with this. Honestly, if I had to cancel the Loot Crate subscription anytime, I'm happy that I got this before that happened. That is just so sick. But that is it for our first crate. I don't know what month it was for. I don't know what the theme was. It just seemed to be Bethesda. And yes, it was me who stole your sweet roll. Yeah, I bought this thing on Etsy. It also came with a scent spray that smells like sweet roll, so you can spray it. It's a little weird, but it makes me happy. I can say that I stole your sweet roll now. Actually, there's a lot of attention to detail in this. They even put the thief marker for the Thieves Guild on the outside of the box. They drew it with Sharpie and a bag to put it in. It's cool. It's a cool thing. But that had nothing to do with Loot Crate, so let's move on. We have the next Loot Gaming box. Hopefully some more things in here. It's a little bit smaller, but size is not everything. I've learned that especially with Loot Crate. Some of their smaller boxes have had some of my favorite things. And we're not starting off that great. Pac-Man coaster set. If these... You have to be kidding me. They've done these before. I already have these. I think these are a little bit different. This is probably a different release of them. But I have Pac-Man coasters. What... I hate that they include coasters in Loot Crate. I have so many just random game coasters. Bam, you can go back there. Alright, next we have a hat. It is Conker. That's actually pretty cool. I know that when they re-released Conker, it was a remaster of it, they censored him. They got rid of a lot of the original jokes and crap like that. Which is just the whole point of Conker. Nobody plays Conker for the gameplay. It was all about the humor. If you guys haven't played it, Conker's Bad Fur Day for the N64. Great game. Well, mostly for its time. I mean, some of the jokes are definitely a bit dated. But yeah, not my favorite kind of hat. I like the stretch fit hats. I wear most of my hats backwards because I'm one of the cool kids. But yeah, we have Conquer. I'll actually probably will wear it. Next up, we have the pin that they always include. I used to kind of like these pins because they would actually like have the crate. They'd have like the year that the crate came from, and like, you know, like the loot crate symbol on the back. And it was one of those things, you know, like a collector's. Oh, it's a +1. Okay, it's like a candy. I thought they were kind of cool, but now they just do like these generic ones. And to be fair, the quality is higher. I won't deny that. The quality is higher. But I miss the old crates. It was kind of like, you know, you had like a collection of all of these pins that like had the loot crate like thing on the bottom. Like you saw something cool on the pin. Like the loot crate thing on the bottom with the year, and it like, you know, like the year and the month. It was a really cool inclusion, and I liked being able to collect all the loot crate pins. But now I don't know. Some of them are okay. Next up, God, you're creepy. I know what it is. It's, yeah, Viva Pinata. I never cared a whole lot for that game. I remember my brother loved it. I remember I picked up the Rare Replay in Gears of War combo. It's a weird combo disc to have. But Viva Pinata was on there. At least one of them was. I don't remember which one it was. And I played it for a little bit, and like, I don't know, maybe it was great back in the day, but it just doesn't hold up well. But maybe it does, and I'm just not a fan. But I remember my brother loving this game. Let's put him right there. It's still an iconic thing, so I don't mind having it. And another Fallout thing. I'm just saying, I'm a big Bethesda lover. You keep sending me Bethesda things, I'll keep unsubscribing from your crate. So what do we have here? It's just a cloth? Does it say? Yeah, it's Jingles. It's a bandana. Okay, so it's Jingles the Moon Monkey. More specifically, he is currently going to the moon or returning. You know, Jingles can do that. I don't think we've ever successfully. Well, no, we have successfully returned monkeys, but based on the era of the Fallout universe, I'd have to imagine that Jingles died. Before he even got the opportunity for re-entry. But that is it for the third loot crate. So that one wasn't the best. I definitely thought the last one was a lot better. This little one is actually pretty heavy, despite its size. So maybe something more interesting in this month's. So first thing... Okay, we have Katamari. Is this like another bag? They like to do bags. Which again, I don't have a use for... Like, I use a lunch bag for work because I travel and I have, like, you know, for my job, and I have to have something that can, like, keep things cold. But, like, I don't have a use for any other bag. No? What is this? Is this an apron? What is this? It is. This is legitimately, like, it is a Katamari apron. Like, okay. I mean, I don't know who really wears aprons anymore unless, like, it's required for, like, your job, you know, you're cooking in a kitchen. But, I mean, if you wanted a Katamari apron, then I suppose you have it now? Alright, up next. Okay, this is definitely a heavier thing. What the hell? This is like a glasses case? It's Battletoads, which is kind of interesting. Is this... It is literally a glasses case. Sorry, my phone kept going off. Like, I mean, I wear glasses, so I suppose, you know, I have a use for it. I feel bad for everybody... God, that was loud. I feel bad for everybody who bought this and nobody in their house wears glasses. Maybe you can put sunglasses in there. Okay, I mean, it might have a use. I don't really use cases myself. You can go in front of the Eevee, Battletoads. You've earned your place in history. God, the next thing is kind of heavy, too. Metal Gear bottle opener. Let it focus on that real quick. I said quick, but it most definitely was not. Okay, what exactly could they do for Metal Gear with a bottle opener? They kind of wrapped it up so we couldn't even see. Oh, okay. I mean, it's pretty generic, it's pretty plain, but it does have an exclamation mark, which is, you know, the you have been spotted indicator. God, my camera. You know, in Metal Gear Solid, so that's kind of cool. It's tactical espionage action, Metal Gear Solid. Pretty plain on the back. It's like a rubber handle, you know, a loop right here and the bottle opener there. I mean, I've received so many bottle openers from Loot Crate, because you can throw this thing on anything and call it a product. We also have the pin from this crate. It is just a TV playing either Terraria or Minecraft. I mean, cool. I guess it's more of a monitor. Like, I mean, monitors and TVs are, you know, relatively similar. And, oh, ship in a bottle replica. Now, again, I'm not the biggest fan of Sea of Thieves. It's really fun with friends, but you can say that about most games. You know, most games, even bad ones, are pretty fun with friends. I can't play the game by myself. It feels just too grindy for little reward, in my opinion. It is great with friends, though. So, like, if, you know, you haven't played it and you have some friends on Xbox or on PC, try it out. Like, just get some friends together. Okay. That worked. Holy God, that one is sick. It is just plastic. They're not going to send glass. That is way... I wish that was actually cork. That would be cooler, but that is also plastic. Like, they could have done actual cork on there. So it was made by Loot Crate. That is so cool. It's like a weird bottom half here. I love this. Let me get my hand back there real quick to get it really focused on it. God, see, this kind of crap. This is why I like Loot Crate. The last crate is something that, you know, if I had received that on the first ever Loot Crate, I probably wouldn't continue subscribing. But when you get things like this is the reason that I always liked this company. And I really would, I really wish I could continue to support them. Maybe, like I said, a year or two from now, if they've gotten shipping better and the company hasn't gone bankrupt, I will look into going back to them. My God, do I not want to, but I also want to. So this is it. This is the last Loot Crate, probably ever. It really depends on how things go in the future. But as of right now, I don't plan on ever going back. So let's start grabbing. Our first item, Union Aerospace Corporation, UAC. I believe that is from Doom, right? Yeah, that's Doom. I am 99% certain. Yeah, that symbol is definitely from Doom. Sorry, the most I know about Doom is shooting things. So it's a little lunchbox. I guess it can go with your Nern root extract. Silica gel, my favorite. Yeah, it's just a crappy little lunchbox. It's probably good for kids, but yeah, I'll probably keep these things in here because I have no reason to ever open this thing up and use it. But it looks pretty cool. I'll give it that. It's a neat little design. I just don't really have a use case for it. Maybe one day. Maybe one day it'll be used. But, I mean, it looks kind of cool. It's not too bad. I'm kind of running out of display room here. We're just going to kind of start piling things in front of each other. We also have our final pin. And as soon as it focuses, yeah, just the zombie head. I could care less. Oh, another franchise I know like nothing about because I don't play. We have a Dark Souls shirt. Looks pretty cool. I don't know the creature at all. But we have a wolf-looking thing from Dark Souls. Cool. God, we're actually almost done. Okay, there wasn't anything too crazy in this for me anyways. Well, okay, we have a Vault-Tec fanny pack, I believe, with some really bad paint splatter. Look at that on the zipper. Yeah, this is a fanny pack. I mean, it's Fallout. And already the last item, we have a Castlevania luggage tag. Okay, I mean, I'm not even gonna open it. Like, I have luggage I can stick it with. I have a luggage tag as well. But it's not like I travel around the country every day. In fact, I've only ever flown technically twice, so it was for the same trip. And it was for work. I mean, yeah, we have a Castlevania tag. I mean, it could be useful one day. It won't even really be useful. It's just a thing I could swap out my current luggage tag for. I mean, really, really exciting, exhilarating final Loot Crate here. Now, I'm sure if you're a kid and you like Doom, this is probably kind of cool. And if you're an adult who likes Dark Souls, the shirt's probably pretty cool. If you're 90 and you're somehow into Fallout, maybe you'll like the fanny pack. I like Castlevania, don't get me wrong, and that actually does look cool. Like, that is a really awesome design. I just don't have a use for it. And that is one of the issues with the Loot Crate. And that's one of the complaints that you'll hear a lot about Loot Crate. Is that you're going to get a lot of things from things that, you know, Viva Pinata. It's kind of cool, it's an iconic thing, but it's not for me. And whenever you buy a Loot Crate, it's guaranteed. Like, you know, I love Skyrim. These are cool inclusions, and I'm a big Bethesda person. That first crate that we did is full Bethesda things. Could be a crate full of duds for somebody else, which is something that, you know, I love, but other people are going to hate. It's the same thing, you know, with this. Like, somebody's probably going to love this, but I don't. And that's where I'm coming completely here with Loot Crate. And while that is true, the way I look at it is, you have a gift right here. If you have, if you know someone who likes Doom, and maybe they're younger and have a use for this, or maybe some people could probably use these for work still. It could be a good gift, or even just something to sell and we get some money back off of it. Loot Crate was always a cool thing to me. I always enjoyed it, and if it wasn't for their customer support and their really poor ability to actually get things to their customers, I would continue subscribing. Like, even with the dud items, I still always loved Loot Crate, and I really wish that this didn't have to happen. But I'm spending, I think it's like almost $40, I think, a month for crates that aren't even showing up. And when they do, I get a shirt from it and nothing else, because everything else fell out of the box. And actually, I looked it up. I don't remember what it was, but there was a Elder Scrolls thing that I really, really, really wanted from that crate. And I still don't have it. That was from September. And I still don't have it. And they kept saying, oh, okay, our apologies. We will get it to you by next month. And then the next time I contacted them, because it didn't show up, oh yeah, we'll get it to you by next month. Oh, the next time, oh hey, sorry, we can offer you store credit so you can buy things that we accidentally bought too much of. And you won't actually receive the thing that you paid for. They won't give you a refund. That would be asking too much. You can't get a refund. But you can get store credit for crappy things that they have too much of that you probably already have because you bought Loot Crate. I hate it. Their support team is awful. If you fail to deliver a crate and you can't send it out, offer a refund. And don't keep stringing me along saying that you're going to send it when you clearly are not. The last time I contacted support, they told me that they are actually getting it together and that it will be here by the end. I think it was like the end of the month after. But they said that they're actually pushing it ahead to like higher support, that they're actually going to get it done. And it's been like 2 months. I think it's been almost 3 months now, and I still don't have it. I have no hope for it. I haven't received an email to tell me that it's being shipped out, which they said that they would do, which means that it hasn't been shipped out. I mean, like I said, I'm missing a couple crates still. And if they show up, if those other crates do eventually show up, I'm probably not going to do a video on them. Because I don't want to keep doing Loot Crate. I don't want to keep supporting a company that just keeps screwing me over. They've done stuff like this in the past. They have had mistakes in the past, but they usually did a good job at rectifying them. Usually it took a little while because of shipping, but it has never been like it is now. And I understand the COVID excuse of shipping issues right now, but to go like, what is it, like half a year to ship something out? That is bullshit. That isn't a shipping issue. That is an issue at your company. But I'm sorry for all the negativity. If you like Loot Crate and you are still subscribed and you haven't had any negative experiences with them, that is great. And don't let my opinion, change yours. Don't unsubscribe just because of my opinion and my terrible experience. But there have been a lot more people than just me that have had to deal with Loot Crate. I guarantee that even if one of the Loot Crate team members were to even see this video, it would just be one complaint on top of the millions that they get a day. Like, it will have no impact, even if this video were to somehow blow up, which isn't going to happen. I'm a tiny channel. I wasn't making this to blow up. I wanted to do these crates on camera because I loved doing these, and I've been doing it. By the way, also, when I said 2012 earlier, that was wrong. I haven't subscribed since 2012, and it's been since 2014. In 2012, I was still in high school and had no money. In 2014, I was making money. And I remember one of the first things I did was sign up for a Loot Crate, and I bought a new TV, which I still have to this day. But yeah, some cool things in this video, some things I'm really happy about. And I'm sorry if this was a bit of a downer, but I mean, I can't do it. I'm tired of literally burning my money. It's not worth it to me. I used to think of Loot Crate, literally, I used to tell my girlfriend, Loot Crate to me is like paying bills. Like, I'm paying my water, my electric, my rent, Loot Crate, internet. Like, I would literally, when I'm calculating bills, I would rope that in with it. Because, like, it was essential to me. It's something that I've always loved, even if I get, even if you get the crap months. But that's why you're probably wondering, like, why, like, you're just canceling a subscription to a service that gets a lot of crap. Like, why is it that hard to do? Like, because I've been doing it for so long. Like, since I had my first job working in a pharmacy. This has been something I looked forward to every month. And they just screwed it, man. I can't do it anymore. So yeah, if you guys somehow enjoyed this video, Give it a like, and like I said, if you've had no negative experiences with Loot Crate, continue doing it, man. That's awesome. Keep doing it if you enjoy it, because I really wish that I was you. But anyways, if you liked the video, give it a like. If you are already subscribed to this channel, then thank you very much for being subscribed. If you're not subscribed already, consider hitting the button down below, and you might receive an extra thank you in a future video. I always say a future, because I don't know if I'll actually remember this outro every time. But thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you next time back to some more Pokemon stuff.